Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank. First in the Den is an established waste plastic recycling company that is looking for investment to take its business to the next level.
Hello, how are you?
Very good.
My name is Dr. Agan Oscar. I am the founder and chief executive of Continental Renewable Energy, or COREC in short, as it's commonly called. And my colleague is called Bradley. At COREC, we recycle waste plastic and sell to developers. Now, we recycle the waste into roofing tiles, fencing posts, paving slabs, and as social entrepreneurs, we are basically addressing key challenges that belag this country. One is waste management. We manage waste, which is plastic, the non-biodegradable one. Secondly, we stem deforestation because we've got a substitute product, which is the fencing post that has gone a long way in acting as a substitute for timber.
Now, at COREC, one of the key benefits of the products we offer is that they're cheap and affordable for the common mwananchi.
Over the last 3 years that we've been in existence, we have lifted 700 tons from the landfills. We are offering actually looking for 20 million, and we're offering up 13.3%.
Hi. So
Hi.
Tell us about the sales that you've done to date.
Last year, I did 5.8.
And this year to date?
To date, I've already touched the 5.5 mark. I expect to do about 9, mainly on one product.
What is your net margin?
My net margin is about 25%.
So if you close this year at 9 million, that'll give you roughly a bottom line of about 1.8, right?
Yes.
Okay, now explain to me your value. Your valuation is about 140?
This year, it's growing quite fast, and that is one product. The easy entry to the market was this because of the capital outlay. But the main reason why, what was behind my mind, because I've been in the housing industry for quite some time, is because of the tile. We know from our customer there's going to be a bigger demand for that.
A social enterprise with an innovative product line. Will the environmental benefits entice the Lions?
Can you break down the company ownership? Who owns?
I own about 37%. My other, it's owned by 4 doctors, with medical backgrounds. And then there is an engineer who just came in the other day. We own 37. And what we have now on offer, 30%, but we've got 15 is already gone. So we only have...
So what did you sell that 15 for?
We sold the 15 for 22.5.
But you do know that even though you had shared out all the shareholding, it is possible if people bought in another 30%, everybody just goes down by that equivalent amount.
We have plans to reduce our shares in future. But as entrepreneurs who've seen it grow, we want to see if we hit the market, how is the reaction going to be? Is it going to be worth taking all the shares on our shoulders or reduce it? But for now, I actually need to get the line to Kariobangi installed.
What do you mean by line? The production line?
Production line.
Okay.
On my inquiry list, I've got over 1,000, like Oscar will come in as soon as the tile line lands in.
What do you expect after the line is installed? What do you expect to make as a net profit for the 12 months after installation of the line?
My revenues will jump from my current 8 to about 800 million shilling to about 4.5 per month. Within the 4.5 per month, I have a gross margin of about 50% minimally.
You have a patent?
Yes, I do.
A patent for what exactly?
The process.
So I must commend you by what you're doing and what you're doing in Kariobangi. Personally, it's not an area I have a lot of passion and skill in. So for that reason, I'll bail out on this one.
Thank you.
I think manufacturing is a complicated game to get into. It's not something that can bring in returns as fast as an investor like myself would be looking at. And because of that, I'd have to say I'm out.
Thank you.
But I wish you all the best.
I love the fact that you're dealing in, in all the areas that you've talked about, from the waste management to the deforestation, I mean, just everything. And yet it's still a business. But I'm struggling with the valuation. I know you've already sold shares, so that's kind of, it's established a value. But I think because of the price you're asking for, I just don't know whether the valuation makes sense. And I'm struggling because you say you don't want to give away more than 15%.
For now.
I think if you were willing to go up on the equity slightly, I'd be interested if someone came in with me. But at the 13 or even 15%, it's a challenge.
I'm having a challenge with the valuation.
I have a big challenge with the valuation too. For now, I'll say I'm out.
If you could go up to at least minimum 20%?
These are decisions I don't make alone. And the three guys who came in the other, it's not even 2 weeks.
Yes.
So,
you know what, I'm going to have to say I'm out as well, just because of the percentage that's on the table.
By restricting the equity offer to only 15%, our entrepreneur has lost 4 of the lions. How will manufacturing dynamo Darshan Chandaria respond?
The question to you now is that the absolute maximum you can do?
for now.
I would have said, look, if you can look at 22.5%.
These are decisions I just can't make because...
You and your partner have 37%, am I right?
Yes.
You mentioned.
Yes.
You can shed some of your share.
We intend to, but you see, I mean, not for now.
But the intention has to come now, because the decision has to be made.
Darshan, you run a company.
Yeah.
You are a businessman.
Absolutely.
There are decisions that have corporate governance is key. Once resolutions are passed, you don't just change them, however much pressure you are in. You know that better than I do. Maybe in future we will, but for now, I was given a limit and I just can't break it. It's a good offer, but I'm sorry. The instructions I had, because we had a board meeting yesterday, but I was given a seal. I'm an agent of my good partners.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you.
Okay, and all the best.
Thank you very much and all the best. Yeah.
All right. It was a thrilling experience. I've got gold, but cashless. I've stood the test of time, not to let my gold go for what it's not worth. I still decided, let me remain with my gold, because my gold will appreciate. And there is always somebody tomorrow who's going to buy my gold.
Because he just got in investors at 15% for 22. He would have to give them more shares if he gave us at a lower price.
We are corporate agents. Once we've agreed in some boardroom somewhere what I am going to represent, I've got to act within the mandate. Otherwise, I will have breached the trust of those who are my partners.
He said that they have a covenant that they all drop.
They all drop.
Because
that is shareholder issues in terms of one person not having more share.
Equilibrium.
Yes, it's the equilibrium. So his hands were tied, not because of the money. I mean, he would have rather taken 22 million off us and give us more if he could.
Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank.